let's finish off my makeup while I tell you what I've been doing for the past 8 months. Yeah, it's been a long time. Anyways, starting off with blush. November 2024, I auditioned for a musical theater course at UWA, and then I disappeared to Africa for 2 months. And this was the first like proper audition type thing that I've ever done, because in high school I was the only person who sang. I set up a standard for myself that I was just gonna be like the singer at my school, and I loved it. I won an award for it as well, not to brag. I went to Zimbabwe and I had the best time of my life. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Something I really miss about Africa, because like everyone there loves to be a part of each other's life, and everyone there loves to like have a sense of belonging within the community that you're in. Africa was life-changing. It was beautiful. It was... I genuinely feel like Shawn Mendes talking about India. That one time he went to India and wrote an entire album about it and like brought back all the clothes. That's how I feel. Came back from Africa, and not even like a week after, I planned a Galentine's Day with all of my friends. I forced everyone to wear pink. I had everyone just like come and have the best time ever. They were properly like, we're gonna show up and show out for Mufaro's Galentine's. And I appreciate that. I gave them pink plates, pink napkins. After Galentine's, I spent some time getting ready for my first semester as a musical theater person. Yes, I got in. I got in and I sent the acceptance email to my mom. And I cannot explain to you just how happy this woman was. Like, I've never seen her that excited for me, ever. It was like an affirmation that I'm actually good enough to do this. Like, I don't need to prove that I'm a talented person, like I just am. And doing the course was one of the most difficult, challenging, revolutionary things I have done in the 20 years that I've been alive. I made like the bestest friends in that course. And I hope that we stay good friends, because every single person in that class like gave me a sense of belonging that I've never felt before. It was like unreal. Like, they made me feel like it's okay to be myself. They also affirmed my Hamilton obsession, which I only have 2 friends who actually listen to Hamilton, but it's okay. I'll convert the other ones. So what did I do during this course? Week 1, we focused on, I guess, learning how to embody what a performer is. And the first like 3 weeks I found the most difficult, because I was trying to like balance all of my like year 3 stuff for human biology with the new stuff that I was doing for music. And I can't tell you just how like stressed I was in those first 3 weeks. Like, I was calling my friends every single day being like, should I drop out? Is it over? Is it finished? Am I done? Should I not have done this? But I don't regret it, because it was the best thing I've ever done. Hard things are hard for a reason, because they're worth it at the end. Yes, that's going in a book, on a shirt, on a cap. I'm just planning out my merch right now. Hard things are hard for a reason. I'm telling you, the reason finishing a degree is such an achievement is because every step of the way, something is going to knock you down and make you feel like it's time to give up. Like, I always assumed that finishing a university degree was like standard, because a lot of people in my family have degrees. A lot of people in my community, in my life, have degrees. I was like, oh, everyone has a degree. It's not that hard to do. And then you actually go in to get the degree and you're like, wow. It's extremely difficult. University is very, very hard. Let me actually finish my lip combo. I'm in the like crutches of this musical theater thing, and we have our final performance in a few weeks. I also have 2 assignments due and a test, all in the same week. And I'm like, I can do this. I've done things that were much more difficult, much more challenging. I think I'm capable of this, you know? I did the first 3 weeks of this course where I felt like dropping out, and I didn't. So we're too far in. We cannot give up now. We have to keep going. I cannot explain to you how many times I emailed my music director being like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Where am I failing? Please tell me exactly like break down every single second of my solo song and tell me how I can improve it, because I need it to be perfect. And he sat me down and he was like, so you have two options. You can either have faith in what you've done so far and the foundation that you've built in the past 8 weeks and put positive energy towards a really good performance, or you can be anxious and have a nervous breakdown and end up not being able to perform well and sabotaging all the work that you've done. Do you know which option I chose? Obviously the first option, because why would I choose the second option? My friends came to watch me and they were like, you did so good. And I was like, oh, of course my friends would say that. And then random people came up to me after the show and they were like, you were so amazing. I loved your performance. You're one of my favorites during the show. And I cannot tell you how much that warmed my heart. That performance gave me an inner like spark, the motivation to maybe think, is Mufaro capable of having a music career? Maybe, just maybe. After like 6 years of people telling her that she's more than capable of singing, maybe she can sing. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. That gave me like the motivation to write 2 songs. And when I tell you, these 2 songs are amazing. I did get a really, really cool opportunity thanks to this musical theater thing. One of the people who came to like play piano accompaniment for a rehearsal messaged me and she was like, hey, did you know that like MSU, Multicultural Student Union, are doing auditions for a charity event? And I was like, oh, I did not know that. I had no idea, right? And she sent me the link and she recommended me to the director of MSU. And so I sent in an audition tape. I cannot explain to you how rough this audition was. It was rough. Because I didn't think that I thought this was like an exclusive thing that they only really gave to their friends and they didn't know me. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna like give the audition tape the day that it's due, a few hours before they need it, and just like film a random song. I think I did something from like The Greatest Showman. I did a random song, right? As the night went through, I was listening to what other people were doing and it was like, oh, this is perfectly fine. No one's doing like a super charity type song. I did Ain't No Mountain High Enough as the first song. And then I did Man in the Mirror. And then I did my song, the song that I do the best, the song that I'm gonna be famous for, Feeling Good. I think this is the Nina Simone version. But it's, you know, I've concocted it, cooked it up, you know, I've marinated in Mufaro-ness to become Mufaro's version of Feeling Good. When I stepped on stage, I was like, hey guys, here's my mushroom sport water bottle. And I started singing. Everyone loved the first song. They were like, yeah, she's really good. She's really good. And then I did the second song and they were like, wow, she really captured the energy of this charity. It was for Food Bank as well. So I thought, Man in the Mirror, perfect song. Michael cooked with that one, right? And then I did Feeling Good. Everything was just perfect. The energy was great. Everyone was like a little bit chatty, but very quiet. And I started feeling good. And when I tell you, the whole room went silent. Everyone stopped. The room was dark. I was lit up on stage. Thank you, lighting person. I love you for that. And it was magical. This is why people love live performances, because there's something unreal about having all these people gathered together listening to good music. And I remember I did one note near the end of the song and everyone screamed. They were screaming. I cannot tell you just how magical it was because I was going in for the end of the note, right? Silent, everything silent. And my pianist, Shirley, she played the chord exactly as I did the note. And it was just, I don't mean to brag, but it was magical. It was unreal. So that's what I've been up to for like since November last year. What am I going to be up to? Quite a few things. I've got a lot of ideas in here that I need to turn into videos for you. But please don't be afraid to join me on my journey of becoming Perth's biggest artist. Yeah! Imagine my name in big lights. Yeah. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment down below what you loved, what you'd like to see next. Subscribe to the channel to get updates on every single video that I upload, and share with your friends, family, anyone you think might enjoy my content. And don't forget, never be afraid to take up space.